and welcome to this video on the remarkable career of one of country music's brightest stars, Barbara Mandrell. With her powerful vocals, incredible stage presence, and infectious energy, Barbara became a force to be reckoned with in the 1970s and 1980s, racking up hit after hit and winning countless awards for her work. From her early days performing with her family band to her solo success as one of the top female artists in the genre, Barbara's journey is one of determination, talent, and sheer passion for the music she loves. So sit back, relax, and let's take a closer look at the life and career of Barbara Mandrell.
Before we begin, please hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell so you don't miss a single one of our upcoming videos.
Barbara Mandrell was born on December 25, 1948, in Houston, Texas, and is the eldest child of Mary Ellen and Irby Matthew Mandrell. The family later moved to Corpus Christi, Texas, where her father worked as a police officer and her mother was a music teacher. Mandrell's interest in music started at a young age, singing and playing instruments regularly at home. Her mother taught her how to read music and play the accordion before she even started school. At 6 years old, the family moved to Oceanside, California, where Mandrell continued to develop her musical talents. She learned to play the saxophone in elementary school and took lessons on the steel guitar from her father's friend, Norman Hamlet, eventually catching the attention of country performer Joe Maphis, who helped launch her early career in music. In 1960, Barbara Mandrell was introduced to the country music world at the age of 11 by Joe Maphis on his Las Vegas show. She was part of Maphis's act and played the steel guitar. Maphis helped her secure a regular spot on the California television program Town Hall Party, where she discovered that other female instrumentalists also existed. As a teenager, she became skilled at the steel guitar and played background for several country music artists. Her parents formed the Mandrell family band when she turned 14, and they performed a variety of music around the United States, including songs by the Beatles. Mandrell also engaged in other activities during her teenage years, including being voted Miss Oceanside, California in 1965. After graduating high school in 1967, Mandrell married Ken Dudney and retired from performing to become a full-time housewife. However, she realized she still wanted to perform after attending a show at the Grand Ole Opry with her parents in Nashville. With her father acting as her manager, Mandrell got the chance to play steel guitar and sing on several selections in the show. Her skills as a singer and musician caught the attention of 6 different record companies, including Columbia Records, with whom she signed as a recording artist in 1969 under producer Billy Sherrill. Barbara Mandrell began her singing career covering R&B and soul songs. Her first single, a cover of Otis Redding's I've Been Loving You Too Long to Stop Now, made it onto the Billboard Country Songs chart in 1969. She went on to release several other covers, including songs by Aretha Franklin and Roy Head. In 1971, Mandrell released her debut studio album, which included her charting singles and covers of songs by other artists. She won the Top New Female Vocalist Award from the Academy of Country Music in 1970 and joined the Grand Ole Opry in 1972. Mandrell's fusion of country music with R&B and soul was praised by critics and writers. In 1975, she left Columbia's roster. Barbara Mandrell signed with ABC. And producer Tom Collins in 1975, releasing Standing Room Only, her first top 5 Billboard country song. Her incorporation of pop and R&B elements in her music increased her commercial success, peaking in the late 1970s with songs about infidelity and cheating. Mandrell's success led to her headlining concert performances, which included costume changes and multiple musical instruments. She also won numerous accolades, including the CMA's Female Vocalist of the Year in 1979, and became the first performer to win back-to-back Entertainer of the Year awards from the CMA in both 1980 and 1981. Despite mixed reviews in the early 1980s, Mandrell continued to have commercial success, releasing numerous top 10 country singles and top 10 albums. In 1984, Mandrell was in a car accident that left her with a broken femur, shattered ankle, injured knee, concussion, and temporary brain damage. Barbara Mandrell signed with EMI America in 1987, releasing her album Sure Feels Good, which reached number 24 on the Billboard Country Albums survey. While only one of the 3 singles, Child Support, reached the top 20 of the North American country charts, Mandrell remained a popular concert attraction through the 1980s and 1990s. She then signed with Capitol Records in late 1987 and released her album I'll Be Your Jukebox Tonight, which included a cover of Ray Price's I Wish I Could Fall in Love Today that reached the top 5 of the American and Canadian singles charts. Mandrell continued to release new material and perform live on television and the Grand Ole Opry. In 1997, she retired from touring, recording, and performing to focus on a full-time acting career, selling all of her musical instruments. Barbara Mandrell gained national TV exposure, including appearances on The Tonight Show, American Bandstand, and Bob Hope Entertainment specials. She co-hosted the 1979 Academy of Country Music Awards and played herself in the 1979 holiday program Skinflint. Despite turning down multiple offers to host her own show, she eventually agreed to co-host a variety series with her sisters, titled Barbara Mandrell and the Mandrell Sisters, which attracted roughly 40 million viewers per week at its peak. Mandrell's workload and focus on her music career caused burnout, and she ultimately ended the show after a 2-year run on NBC in 1982. Following the end of her variety show, Mandrell ventured into acting with her first television film, Burning Rage, in 1984. She also appeared on talk shows, network programs, and in television commercials throughout the late 1980s and early 1990s. Mandrell continued to act with guest roles on shows like The Commish, Touched by an Angel, and Baywatch in the mid-1990s. In 1997, she decided to focus on acting full-time and signed with the Creative Artists Agency. She appeared in several television roles, including a recurring character in the soap opera Sunset Beach. Mandrell's final acting credits included the 1999 film The Wrong Girl and the 2000 made-for-television film Stolen from the Heart.